Okay, let's unpack this. We're taking a deep dive into the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra today. And this isn't just, a holiday trip. It's this profoundly sacred spiritual adventure. It's revered by millions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, the Bon faith. Our sources consistently flag it as, well, one of the toughest journeys out there, but also maybe one of the most rewarding.
Absolutely. And what's really fascinating, I think, is the why behind it, the purpose. It's not just about seeing a mountain. It's about cleansing the spirit, seeking wisdom, and ultimately for many, it's about moksha, freedom from that cycle of birth and rebirth.
Right. So the journey itself is part of that process.
Exactly. The external trek, the physical hardship across that challenging terrain. It's not just incidental. It's like a deliberate, almost grueling form of spiritual purification. The mountain itself becomes, well, a path to transformation. It's very much an internal quest mirrored by the external one.
So our mission here for this deep dive is to explore what makes this journey so uniquely profound. And also the crucial preparations needed, because it sounds like you can't just show up. And maybe touch on why choosing a reliable travel partner is, well, essential, especially given the complexities. Okay, so let's dive into the spiritual heart of it first. What makes Mount Kailash itself so revered?
Well, at the absolute core is the mountain Kailash. It's this unclimbed, sacred peak. For Hindus, it's the divine home of Lord Shiva. For Buddhists, it's the abode of Demchok, a key deity. And for Jains, it's where Lord Rishabhadeva, their first Tirthankara, achieved moksha, enlightenment. So it's this convergence point, a real spiritual powerhouse.
A spiritual powerhouse. I like that. And right beside it, you have Lake Mansarovar.
That's right, the highest freshwater lake in the world. The belief is it actually formed in the mind of Lord Brahma, quite a concept. And bathing in those crystal clear waters, it's said to purify the soul.
Which is quite a contrast, isn't it, to the lake nearby, Rakshastal. That one's got a darker association.
A very stark contrast. Yeah, Rakshastal is linked in Hindu mythology to demonic energy. It's said to be connected to Ravana, the demon king. So you have this duality right there, purity and, well, something else.
Wow. And it's not just spiritual significance, is it? There's a surprising geographical aspect, too.
There really is. What's clear from the research is Mount Kailash is also this incredible geographical linchpin. It's the source of 4 major Asian rivers. You've got the Indus, the Sutlej, the Brahmaputra, and the Karnali, which feeds into the Ganges. And they all start within just a 60-kilometer stretch of each other.
60 kilometers for 4 huge rivers.
Yeah, it underscores its massive hydrological importance for, well, millions across the continent.
Incredible. One peak holding all that spiritual, natural, and water power. But for anyone drawn to it, the journey itself, it's clearly not a walk in the park, right? What does it actually demand?
Oh, far from it. It's incredibly demanding. Pilgrims are trekking at seriously high altitudes. The Dolma Pass, for instance, hits 18,471 feet. That's really high.
18,000 feet.
Wow. Yeah. And the Kora itself, the walk around the mountain, is 52 kilometers long. So you absolutely need serious physical preparation. We're talking brisk walking, maybe yoga, 4 to 8 kilometers daily, and ideally for, say, 2 to 3 months before you even leave home.
Right. Health and safety must be paramount. I imagine altitude sickness is a major concern.
It's critical. That's why proper acclimatization days are so important. Good operators, like Amigo Treks that you mentioned, they build these into the itinerary. It's non-negotiable, really. It helps prevent acute mountain sickness, AMS, which can be very serious.
And things like hydration, insurance.
Absolutely essential. Constant hydration. And you absolutely need a comprehensive travel insurance. Make sure it specifically covers high-altitude trekking and, crucially, emergency evacuation. You just can't risk it otherwise.
And then there are the permits and visas. Yeah. That sounds like a whole other level of complexity.
It really is. The logistics are pretty intricate. You need a Chinese group visa, a Tibet travel permit. Sometimes you might also need an aliens travel permit or a military area entry permit. It depends. But the key thing is you cannot get these permits as an individual traveler.
Okay. So you have to go through an operator.
You must. A licensed operator is mandatory for handling all this. Our sources pointed to companies like Amigo Treks and Expedition precisely because they handle this complex process smoothly. They have the experience with permits, providing guides, porters, the whole setup. Oh, and generally you need to be between, say, 12 and 70 years old with no major health issues.
That makes sense. And it underlines why a reliable partner isn't just helpful, it's, well, fundamental for this kind of journey.
Hmm.
The sources we looked at really emphasize this. People who went with experienced outfits often described it as smooth, well-organized, even stress-free despite the challenges. You hear about exceptional professionalism and care, which must make a huge difference.
It makes all the difference. Their expertise covers not just permits, but experienced guides who know the terrain and the culture. They provide support staff like porters. And they often offer different kinds of packages too. Overland trips, options using helicopters for parts, even tours starting from Lhasa. Things like guaranteed departures can also offer peace of mind when planning.
Yeah.
It suits different needs and budgets.
Right, so it's about matching the immense challenge with the right support.
Exactly. So when you pull it all together, what does this all mean? The Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, it's clearly so much more than just a trek. It's a really profound spiritual adventure. It's a significant investment, really, in deep personal transformation. And it uniquely blends this ancient faith with just stunning geographical wonder. It tests you physically and spiritually.
A test of endurance, both inside and out. It leads to a final thought, maybe for you listening. What internal journey might you unlock by seeking out a challenge that pushes you beyond the ordinary?